Academy 2401 graduation ceremony. We now ask that you welcome the recruits of Academy 2401. Academy 2401, fall in.
Welcome. Thank you for all being here. My name is Ryan Solzoff. I'm one of the captains and one of the Academy Cadre. I've been with your family members over the last 5 months. And today you're going to have a resounding theme that you're going to hear continuously. And it's the theme of gratitude and appreciation, not just for what your family members have done and appreciation from the Chula Vista Fire Department and welcoming them into our family, but an appreciation for what all the family, friends, and support system have done to get them through those 5 months of early mornings, late nights, time away from you and your children. And it's something that we do not take lightly. And we understand those sacrifices that really take a toll on everyone. But in the end, it's for an overall positive goal of protecting others and selfless service. And that's something that is very much appreciated by us in the Chula Vista Fire Department. And also from our recruits in 2401, appreciating your support throughout that time frame. Without anything else, without delaying it any further, we'd like to now have the color guard present the colors. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. Color guard, retire the colors. may all take your seats. Thank you all, council members, Mayor McCann, for being here. It takes an army to get something like this accomplished. Thank you to our executive command staff, Grace, Karen Cook, Wilma, Bianca, Alyssa. It really is a large army, and all the adjunct cadre throughout the floor in our department. This event is being live streamed currently, so this is a message out to everybody out work on the floor in the stations. We appreciate your help. We couldn't have done this academy without all your help on all those combo drill days, day in and day out. So we really appreciate that. Next, I'll introduce Cap Margetts back up to the stage.
Now we'll have Pastor Kevin McPeak provide today's invocation.
Good morning, and on behalf of the staff and the congregation here at Eastlake Church, it's our privilege to welcome you here. It's our honor to celebrate all of the graduates of the Chula Vista Fire Academy. It is absolutely our honor to serve our community and have you all here today. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. Would you pray with me? God of all creation, we thank you for this time of graduation. In a spirit of gratitude, we invite your presence here today. We thank you for the breath in our lungs and the gift of another day. We thank you for each and every person graduating in this academy class. We thank you for the parents, siblings, spouses, children, friends, and family members who have supported them in this journey. We thank you for their leaders, instructors, and coaches in the Chula Vista Fire Department. We thank you for the friendship and collaboration that has developed among these graduates and ask that you would continue to deepen their partnership, reliance, and interdependence in the days, months, and years ahead. Even as these graduates have accomplished so much, we recognize that they now enter into a new chapter, with greater challenges and steeper demands. May your grace cover their anxieties, their worries, and their fears as they take their next steps. Give them courage, give them patience, and give them hope. As we celebrate their accomplishments today, fill each of us with a spirit of gratitude and appreciation for what has been achieved, and a spirit of anticipation and hope for what is to come. Lord, bless our time today, for this is the day that you have made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. In your name we pray, amen.
I'm just going to do a few introductions of the cadre that were able to work with your family members over the last 5 months. And my name again, Ryan Stolzoff, one of the academy coordinators. And we say coordinator because really we just help to make things operate each day. And we have, like we talked about, all the people from the floor that arrive after working long shifts, wake-ups, and they're still there for our group, our new lifeblood of our department, to help impart new information so we can continue to protect the citizens of Chula Vista. And so it's been a privilege and a true honor to be a part of 24-1's Academy. I've learned more from them than I could ever teach to back to them, and if I'm really saying that clearly enough. But these experiences as an academy cadre are just opportunities for growth for me as well as for them. And so for that, I am very appreciative. So the other thing I wanted to say thank you for is just like we already stated is we had family members from our recruits that had babies during the academy, some other family emergencies, and they really, regardless of those things, still showed up day in and day out and put the work in. And so we really appreciate everything that the family has done. And me personally, thank you for my support system at home. Thank you, Angelina. I couldn't do it without you. 2 kids at home and allowing me to have those long 12, 14-hour days. So thank you very much. I'm going to now introduce Cap Margetts again.
Once again, thank you all for being here. My name is David Margetts, also one of the Academy coordinators. I was privileged enough to be able to work with these fine fire recruits for the last 20 weeks, and it has been an honor. Just like Captain Stolzoff said, learned so much about the craft, about the art of firefighting from these gentlemen. that it's only my duty to help give back. My job during the academy was to help coordinate all of the tests and make sure that everything was tracked. So all their testing, all their written exams, state fire testing, courses, classes were kind of in my wheelhouse, and had to facilitate making sure that they had an opportunity to show what they were learning and being able to show us that they could do the job moving forward. Huge thank you to everybody in this room for helping them get through this academy. It's a long grind, it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of long days and long nights, early mornings. On top of that, I'd like to thank my wife and family for allowing me to do this and supporting me along the way. My wife, Shauna, and my 3 kids, Mason, Cole, and McKenna. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this again. Next, I'd like to introduce Engineer Ryan Mason.
Hi, everybody. Fire Engineer Ryan Mason. This was my first academy that I had the opportunity to be a part of. Amazing opportunity. Tons of growth, like they mentioned. It's a life-changing experience where I became better, and I know that they became better throughout the path. Part of my responsibilities for this academy were uniforms and PPE. First, I want to thank there's some vendors in this room that helped me through the process, and then a huge thank you to Ray Salzar and the warehouse team. Made my difficult job much easier. They did everything for me. We needed something, and they made it happen. So huge thanks to you. Also want to thank my girlfriend. Those hot dinners when those late nights I come home and dinner's ready. Understanding that I'm in it with them, full commitment, no days off throughout it. So it was a huge endeavor. It seems like a long time ago. At the same time, we made it. So great job, guys.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nick Elasis. I'm an engineer here with the Chula Vista Fire Department. I had the honor of being one of the academy coordinators along with these other 3 gentlemen. It was a huge opportunity, and it was great getting to learn and get to know all of these people. I really look forward to seeing their careers progress and develop. It was an awesome opportunity for me, and I was super thankful to be here. And thank you all for being here today to share in this special moment at the start of their careers, and look forward to seeing what the future brings for all of them. Thank you all for being here.
I'd now like to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Scott.
One word will change your life. I want to talk to you guys. One word that will change every relationship you ever have. One word that will change everything you do, and one word that will determine whether you're successful or not. As a firefighter, as a man, as just a person in our society. That one word is teachability. And the interesting thing about teachability, when we come to a graduation, we think, well, you know, the learning is over. It's done. And it's just beginning. You are fire recruits. Tomorrow you become probationary firefighters for the next year. You have to ask this question. Am I going to be teachable? Am I going to grow? Am I going to continue to become, or am I going to float through my career? The answer to that question is going to determine not only your future, but the impact that you will have on Chula Vista. Let me share a little quick parable. After graduating from college, a college graduate graduates with honors, and he thinks he's the smartest guy ever to graduate from college. He gets his first job, and unfortunately to him, he is assigned a mentor. He doesn't think he needs one. And after a ridiculous amount of failures and fits and starts, his mentor says to him, listen, I've been working with you for some time now, and I realize that you think you know everything, and I have determined that you no longer can work in this business. After several failed opportunities in business, he finally went to a new mentor who said, the problem with you is you don't listen. And if you could learn to listen, and if you could become a lifetime learner, you would be completely different in the trajectory of your life. I've lived a long life. I'm in my 70s, and as I look back over my life, I think, wow, that went fast. The one thing that I learned to do was to always be teachable. Teachability and success are tied together. In fact, a noticeable common trait in most successful people is that they, in fact, are teachable. And in opposite to that is people who are not teachable have very small amount of success in their life. They do what they always do. They don't learn. They don't learn new technology. They don't learn new procedures. They don't understand and develop new SOPs. What you have learned in the last 20 weeks is preparatory. And to ensure that it would be preparatory, these men, the cadre that you used to cuss under your breath for the last few weeks, and you never said it out loud, they pushed you. And they pushed you because they wanted you to be teachable. They wanted you to be pliable. You now are a probationary firefighter. You will be called a probie. It's not a term of endearment. It means you will be washing dishes and cooking and sitting at the dinner table or standing and not watching the TV while everybody else is. But here's the thing. Lives in our community are on the line. Who you become is how safe we are. And I want to call you to be teachable the rest of your life. Why do you need to be teachable? One day at about one night about 1 a.m., my wife woke me up and she said, Tim, I really need to have you call 911. I'm like, wait, I tried to talk her out of it. I don't know why. But I tried to talk her out of it, and she said, I think I'm having some kind of a medical emergency, and she described it to me. I called 911, and from Station 7's, they came over, and guys that we knew because of our son, we were in that room, and immediately they did what is their training. They assessed, they evaluated, they administered, and they transported. You see, this is about all of us. What you become, whether you're teachable or not, you will impact us for good or for bad. There's a thing called a teachability index, and it determines your success. If you look on the screen, the teachability index is the convergence. Your teachability is a convergence between your willingness to learn and your willingness to change. You know, your willingness to change is important, but if you don't know anything, change creates chaos. But if you're not willing to learn, the change that you make will also be chaos. So it's important that you understand that. So, for example, action without knowledge is foolishness. Knowledge without action is futile. People that are lazy don't impact society. People that are aggressive and filled with action, but they don't have knowledge, create chaos. We call them politicians. A man came into the gym, sorry, Mayor. One exception here. One man comes into the gym and he's been working out there. I've seen him there for years. I work out at LA Fitness across the street, and you know, he's there on a regular basis, and he's there for a good hour and a half. And one day he was lamenting. He said, "I don't know what's happening. Why am I not changing? I feel like I feel like I should be putting on some muscle, losing some weight." And I looked at him and I, you know, nodded in agreement. And then I watched him. He comes to the gym and he's there for an hour, but he talks the whole time. And afterwards, to ensure his muscle growth, he goes to the bar and he gets a power shake smoothie. And he never changes. Why do firefighters rush into a fire and everybody else runs? The kind of the quintessential statement. It's not because they're just courageous. It's because they have training, because they have knowledge, because they have tools, and because they have a team. You can't do it alone. I think it was 2016. The theme of the academy became one team, one mission. What a change. Fire recruits, if you rush into a fire without the guiding principles that you have learned in the last 20 weeks, and you're going to learn as a probationary firefighter, and you're going to learn in your career over the next 20, 30 years, is going to change our safety and create that. The fact is, you men are heroes. You're not heroes in the making, you're heroes. You've been through a difficult process, and I honor you for that. Make sure your training guides you. The impact of your teaching will change our society. Here's one of the things that was shocking to me. I have 3 sons, I have 4 daughters. One of my daughters is a CSO for police, Chula Vista Police Department. But my oldest son is trained in the U.S. Army. He went through the police academy. He went through SWAT training. He is a SWAT officer. He is a Chula Vista police officer. And he teaches in the academy, police academy. I watched his training. It was rigorous. It was intense. My 3rd son went through Bud's training in the Navy, and I watched the incredible, intense training went through, and he now is a Navy SEAL. My 2nd son, who is here, last year went through the Chula Vista Fire Department Academy. He just got off of probation. I'm not sure how he celebrated, but I haven't seen him for a week. Here's the reason I bring this up. What you guys have been through was shocking to me. What has been prepared by the Cadre to instill within you change, tools, commitment, pliability, education, but teachability was rigorous, it was intense, and it was comprehensive. I didn't think it was going to be that way. This training changes you, and this training changes our community. I love Chula Vista. I've lived here for 20 years. I grew up in San Diego, and I think I was here one time driving through to Tijuana when I was a kid. And when I moved down here, my wife and I raised our family here. We love this place. And we love it because of you guys. We love it because of our fire department. We love this community. We're one of the great communities in California. And it's because of you. So thank you. You are beginning one of the best careers in society. You are now probationary firefighters. So please humbly learn and grow and protect our beautiful community. Thank you.
Next up, we'd like to introduce Deputy Chief of Training, Chris Manro.
I think for future academies, we need to switch the positions of the keynote speaker and the chief. Jeez Louise, it's a hard act to follow right there. Good morning and welcome. My name is Chris Monroe. I'm Deputy Chief. I'm in charge of training and professional standards. And it's my honor to speak on behalf of our Fire Chief, Harry Munns. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, Chief Munns was given the opportunity to deploy last week to assist with hurricane efforts on the East Coast, so he regrettably couldn't be here today. So I'm here on his behalf. Chief Munns, the other department members, and I would like to thank everybody for being here. We have 21 fire recruits sitting over here, anticipating this day to be over so they can start their career tomorrow. And it's a tremendous, tremendous moment for them. We need to definitely thank some of the people that helped you guys get here. Without them, you wouldn't be sitting in those seats. So we welcome and thank the dignitaries, Mayor McCann, City Council members, City Manager Ketchadoran. We thank you for your foundational support that allows us to do what we do every day, and that has served the community that you oversee, so we thank you. We thank our finance department. Without them, we wouldn't have the resources that we needed to ensure that you had all the PPE, the rigs, the adjunct instructors, the instructors. They've provided everything for us to get the academy done and to also complete our mission every day. We need to extend our gratitude to the Human Resources Department. Without them, they would not have provided the best firefighter candidates and these 21 recruits that are sitting here today. And they're in the process of doing it again for us for Academy 2501. We also want to appreciate Southwestern College. They've given us tremendous support, and without them, we would not have been able to accomplish this academy. So we thank you, Lorraine, Chief Hutchinson. And definitely, I want to recognize our training division. We have our backbone of the training division, Grace Nepper. We have Captain Greg Millay, Captain Barrett Davenport, and Engineer Brian Clark that have just put in a ton of work, and we appreciate them. But more than anything, I want to thank the cadre back here, these four gentlemen. The academy spent 20 weeks. Our cadre has spent 24 weeks. Their families gave up their time. They spent mornings, early mornings, 6 o'clock, 6:30 at times, up to 7, 8 o'clock at night. They'll be at the training division in the facility getting it ready for you all. So I can't thank them enough. They provided the highest levels of training, and in areas where they didn't feel that they were the subject matter experts, they brought in qualified instructors to provide that for you. And lastly, and in my opinion, most importantly, the Chula Vista Fire Department wants to thank all you, each family member, the families, friends, spouses, partners. We want to thank you because without your support, they would not be sitting here today. You played an integral role in formulating of what they've accomplished, and yeah, we want to lift that up to you. All right, fire recruits. I remember sitting in a seat similar to that about 26 years ago and just looking forward to starting my career. I had no idea what to expect, but I can tell you that it's been a tremendous ride, and yeah, it's a fantastic profession. And I want to congratulate you. You spent the past 20 weeks, for each of you, well over 800 hours earning the seat that you're in right now. You've been developing the fundamental skills to become a Chula Vista firefighter. Some of you have given some blood. All of you have given countless amounts of sweat and maybe some tears to get into the seat you're in right now. You're now transitioning from the academy team to the fire department's team. A team that you'll hopefully be part of for the next 30 years. You're joining over 300 Chula Vista Fire Department members who work daily to complete our mission which is to protect life, environment, and property. And we do that with pride, respect, teamwork, and safety every day. It's often expressed that when somebody's offered a position in the fire service, you've won the lottery. And you did. You won the lottery when you were offered a position as a fire recruit in the Chula Vista Fire Department. However, the seat that you're in right now, you earned that. Let nobody take that away from you. You earned the seat that you're in. You've earned the opportunity to work on a fire truck or a fire engine starting tomorrow. And the Academy Cadre, Captain Stolzoff, Captain Margetts, Engineers Mason, and LSCs, they have the highest expectations. They've had the highest expectations, and would only allow you to be sitting in the seat with the confidence knowing that you'd be able to have the knowledge, skills, and abilities to fulfill our mission. You're a Chula Vista firefighter, arguably one of the best and most trained firefighters in the county. So take pride in that. Nothing will ever take away what you've earned. It can't. However, it's imperative that you take the same work ethic, the same dedication, the same teamwork that helped you pass the academy and carry that into probation. And then in 366 days when probation's done, you need to continue that for the rest of your career. Work the next 29 years after you get off probation the same way you did the first. We're hired because we're workers. There's always a job to do. Look for it. Do it. Don't shy away from it. The citizens of Chula Vista expect the most from us. They expect us to be there on their worst days and on their best days. They expect us to provide the highest level of service. And whether we agree with it or not, the community does look at us as heroes. As you drive down a street, you're gonna have kids waving at you. You're gonna have families wanting to take pictures with you in the fire engine. You're gonna have children that wanna be you when they grow up. Don't take that lightly. We have to live up to that, we have to. They entrust us with everything. There's no other profession that I know of where we can knock at a front door, have a family upstairs on the second floor and yell for you to come in. They trust you with their parents, with their children, with all their valuables. They trust you to lock the doors as we're heading out, loading them up in the back of the ambulance. You're gonna be expected to answer any 911 call with the right actions, the right answers, and the right service, no matter the circumstance. On every call, and with every person we deal with, we need to treat them as if they were your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. You're always gonna be out there, you're always gonna be visible, and you must be constantly reliable, and we have to put others first. We have to. From the moment that you receive your badge in a few minutes until the day you retire, you're gonna be representing an organization that is providing a service to the citizens of Chula Vista for over 100 years, and a profession that's been around for nearly 300 years. You're gonna be held to a higher standard. I cannot express that enough. You're gonna encounter difficult calls. There's gonna be tough times. You're gonna work long hours. You're gonna work multiple days in a row. And it's during these times that you all need to lean on each other. You gotta be an ear for each other, and you need to not be afraid to reach out for help also. We're a family, and you're part of our family now. And lastly, I want you all to stand up real quick. Take a look around at this audience. We see citizens of Chula Vista, we see members of the community. This is the why, right? This is the why we are here. It's not for us. In our mission, what's the main word? Protect life, and this is why we're here. We can't forget that, all right? Go ahead and take a seat. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Chief Monroe. Next, what we'll be doing is our badge and certificate presentations for all your family members, for our recruits in 2401. So if you've communicated with your recruit and you would like to be able to actually pin the badge on your family member, at this point, we'd like to have you go ahead and gather over to my right. And as we call your recruit up, we'll say their name, they'll receive their badge and certificates. shake hands with our chief staff, and they'll have an opportunity to take some photos with you as you're putting the badge onto their uniform. Give you a few minutes to gather up over here. One of the special opportunities that we have at these academies is to allow the family members to take part in this special moment of putting that badge on their loved one, and just a great symbol and memorable occasion after all this long work and day in and day out, to be able to be there for them and have this moment. (2401) feet. 2401, go ahead and fall out and get in line.
Noah Cordova. Matt De La Rosa. Jonathan Fernandez. Thomas Hahn. Esteban Hernandez. Jacob Knight. Matthew Larson. Jacob Lawless. Kyle Lawrence. Mark Macias. Diego Marquez. Kurt Martin. Kevin McDaniel. Matthew Morales. Randall Sebeny. David Shanley. Christopher Ternetta. Michael Vizcarra. Richard Wilson. Blake Yamamoto. Philip Zinna. Please welcome Chief Manro back to the podium.
All right, gentlemen, let's swear you in. Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that I will, in all respects, observe the provisions of this charter and the ordinances of the City of Chula Vista, that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office according to the best of my ability, and that I do not advocate the overthrow of the government of the United States by force or violence. You may be seated.
To get these recruits to this point, now being sworn in as probationary firefighters, we wouldn't be doing our part without introducing Chief Lorraine Hutchinson from Southwestern College, who was our partner throughout this entire process. The reason why we can have this academy and be able to provide this level of training to these young men of Chula Vista Fire Department is due to our partnership with our ARTP Chief Lorraine Hutchinson from Southwestern College.
Thank you. Thank you. You all look wonderful out there today. I don't know why I get emotional, but I do. This never gets old for me. I can remember being in this position, so I know how you're feeling today. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, recruits, families, friends, good morning. I stand before you today as a retired San Diego Fire Department Deputy Chief and now honored to be the Fire Technology Director at Southwestern College. It is a privilege to address you on this significant occasion. First, I want to thank your loved ones for their unwavering support. Your achievements are a testament to their encouragement. So I'm going to ask you, and I know this is kind of late in the program, but I'm going to ask you to just turn around and stand and give your loved ones a hand, because without them, who knows where you would have gotten. So. Thank you. On behalf of Southwestern College and Dean Sylvia Cornejo, congratulations to the newest firefighters of Chula Vista Fire Department. Your accomplishment fills us with pride. I also want to thank the training division at Chula Vista Fire Department. I enjoy our partnership and our working relationship. Just the loyalty and the dedication that they show for the recruits, and also the way they work with me, it's second to none. So I appreciate you very much. And under the leadership of Chief Manro, thank you. I also want to draw attention to my small but mighty staff that are all here today. I'm going to start with Consuelo Oriella. She is my assistant and my right hand, and I couldn't do any of this without her help. So thank you very much. I also have my lead instructor, Dennis Clay, is here today. And I have my equipment and facilities specialist, who is also here today. We are here for all of you, but we have a very special firefighter that just graduated. He actually went through Southwestern's part-time academy, Matthew Larson, so they all wanted to come and show support for him. So I had two versions of the speech today. One was about a 5-minute version, and one is like a 2.5-minute version. Luckily for you, it all depends on where I am in the program, which one I'm gonna give. Now, you all have your badges now, so I know you don't want to sit here and listen too long to me, so you're gonna get the short version. As you begin your careers, remember that not every day will be action-packed, unfortunately, but each moment is a chance for growth. Fire Chief Robert Osby advised me to learn something new every shift. You have an hour a day, every shift, that you could learn something. Embrace that mindset, and you'll get remarkable results. Education is the key to your future. With the units you've just completed, 29, you're very close to earning your associate's degree. So don't stop there. You got 6 core classes and 18 units of general education, and you've got an associate's degree. That will really help you, especially when you're seeking promotions. So don't stop there. The citizens of Chula Vista deserve your best. As public servants, you hold a position of trust. Chief Munn selected you for your character, integrity, honesty, and respect. Show compassion and empathy. Everyone has a story that you may not know. Treat people as if you would want to be treated or want your family treated. Let's talk about mental health. It's crucial. And firefighting is rewarding, but it's challenging. You're gonna see a lot of things out there. It's okay to seek help. It's okay not to be okay, okay? Talk about your feelings. And families, really support your firefighters, and if they show signs of struggle, please encourage them to seek help. There are many more resources than when I came on the fire department, and it does not show weakness if you need to talk, okay? Lastly, keep in mind that your actions, words, attire, and social media posts represent you, the department, the entire fire service, and the city that you work in. Always conduct yourself with that in mind. As I close, I recall Ralph Waldo Emerson's words, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." You have the strength and the resilience to make a profound impact. Go forth and be great, Academy 2401. I eagerly anticipate the impact that you will make within the department and your community. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Hutchinson. It truly is a benefit to have you be part of our team here. So thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here and be able to speak with our group. You truly are one of our teammates here. And as we say in 2401, one team, one team. And without Chief Hutchinson and her staff, we would not be able to make that a reality. The next part of our program for our Academy graduation is going to be a very entertaining one. We're very fortunate in the fact that we have Jason Hendrick and our CVFD PIO, Captain Eric Martinez, as part of our team. Jason, day in and day out, will be at our drills, traveling with us, recording everything that your family members have been able to take a part in. And whether it's search drills that we are so fortunate to do at the San Diego Fire Department's training division, NTC, very fortunate to go there, or if it's out on a wildland offsite location at the old Salt Creek, we're able to get a lot of good wildland reps there. Jason was with us. Drone footage, setting up the GoPros for different angles. He was there at the night drill, live streaming everything that we're seeing today and at the night drill. So he's just one of the many people that help this all come together. So thank you very much, Jason Hendrick, for all that you've done. We really appreciate it. And without any delay, we get to watch what Jason has put together for Academy 2401. You'll always have this, always be able to look back on it. Great memories and very valuable. So we'll go ahead and please play the video. Thank you. All right, thank you again, Jason. Very well done. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Engineer Ryan Mason.
Awesome video, Jason. Good job. Get emotional in that. You see the recruits put in so much work throughout this academy. It's like gives me chills watching. I've seen like 3 or 4 times. Every time I get the chills. So awesome job. Awesome work, guys. All right. So for now, we're going to move on to a couple of awards. The first one is going to be for top recruit. So circling back to 2 weeks before the academy started, we had our orientation, and in that orientation, we laid out a detailed plan of everything this academy was going to encompass. It was laid out hour by hour, day by day. It gave them a lot to chew on. Is this right for me? And like, how do we manage this impossible task? So these tasks, they're all set up at the end of the day for the roots to hit the floor with adequate training and as a foundation to serve the citizens of Chula Vista. So just like in the video, you saw all the, just a glimpse actually of everything they went through, but a lot of these things were actually scored and they were evaluated on. So some of those things are a full curriculum of the California State Fire Marshal training. So they got their Firefighter 1, their Wildland, and their Hazmat certifications. They had dozens of IFSTA tests. If anybody's ever taken an IFSTA test, crazy hard, and the guys knocked it out. They also had handwritten Chula Vista tests that aren't multiple choice, very challenging, stressful. These guys powered through that. We had state skill testing. They can all vouch that like you lose sleep over it. It's pretty much at the end of the academy and your job's on the line. And then probably the most important testing is the Chula Vista specific testing, where we test them on everything that we work from day one: hose lays, ladders, truck ops, search. And all these guys, they had to go home each day. They had to prioritize their challenges, balance their lifestyles, make sacrifices, change their study habits, and then just go out and perform. So there's an age-old quote: failing to plan is planning to fail. And this holds true with the fire service and the 2401 Academy. Each of these recruits, as well as their loved ones, made massive sacrifices in order to plan and perform when their careers were on the line. Now they're going to have this opportunity to answer the call for service. So at the end of the day, there were thousands of total points, over 80 evaluated and scored tests, and all of these, every single recruit, not just the top recruit, got over a 90% overall. They picked each other up every day. They chipped away at those impossible tasks that they saw at the orientation. And then ultimately they conquered the academy. So top recruit, the margin was pretty thin. We had a few recruits that were really high up there. But our top recruit, he came in with a big smile on his face, always smiling, put the work in, and then he ended up with an impressive overall score of 98.6%. Barely missed anything. Having said that, let's give a well-deserved round of applause for our top recruit, 2401 Fire Academy, Ricky Wilson.
All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming out today. First, I want to thank everyone for coming and celebrating 2401. Seriously, we couldn't have done this without all the support of all of our family and friends. I want to thank the Chiefs for giving me this opportunity. I'm honored to be here. And thank you to the Cadre for the countless amount of hours and sacrifices they made, and for putting up with all of my questions that I'm always asking. But mostly thank you for 2401. Without everyone else in the academy, I couldn't have done this. Always pushing each other, and I built a lot of great friendships that are going to last a lifetime. And thank you to my family and my girlfriend for having dinner ready for me every night after I get off. Always quizzing me, help me study all my CSUMs day after day. even though I was saying the same ones over and over and over. Overall, just this was a long academy. 20 weeks is a long time to stay focused. We're getting there at like 5:30 in the morning, not getting home till almost 8 p.m. So it's really hard to stay focused, and it really takes a team to be able to do that. And 2401, every person was able to push each other and be able to stay focused all the way through. It not only takes a team, but it takes everyone to have a purpose for why they're here. And so a lot of the people in the crowd today are a big motivation for everyone in the academy. I know that's why they're doing it, and for the people of Chula Vista. I know that every person in this academy started off in different points. We had people with tons of experience. We had other people who have never done any fire stuff before, but every single person here grew tremendously, both mentally and physically. And I'm really proud of everyone for that. Ultimately, there's no one else I would have rather done this with than the guys at 2401. And even though we finished the academy, we're just getting started. We have probation coming up tomorrow, so we're ready to get after it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ricky. All right, next up is going to be Nick Elasis.
All right, good morning again, everyone. Thank you all for being here. To all the friends and family that are in the crowd today, thank you very much. 20 weeks is a long time, and thank you for lending us your loved ones for these 20 weeks so that we could give them the training that they needed to be successful on the job. 20 weeks is a lot of hours to be spending with all of these individuals. And in those 20 weeks, we've provided them no shortages of tests and challenges to overcome. And it's amazing to me, not only that all of the challenges were overcome, but just the level in which they were met or exceeded is incredible. We heard the top score was a 98%. 100, all of these recruits finished with above an A, which is just amazing. But what's even more amazing to me is not that all of the challenges were met, but the level of enthusiasm that all of the challenges, that all the recruits brought to all the challenges. Each day we challenge them with learning new skills, challenging workouts. Just the physical and mental workload that we placed on these recruits is unmatched. So, and every day it was always met with a smile and a nod and a yes, sir. If the video was proof, it just shows the level to which all of these recruits were willing to face these challenges and overcome them. In a word, it's inspiring. And I do have the distinct honor of announcing the recruit that is the most inspirational recruit. As I stated, we did spend a lot of hours with these recruits, but that pales in comparison to the amount of hours that they spent together, getting to know one another on a very deep level. And part of the reason why this award is so special is it's not determined by us, the cadre. It's actually voted on by the recruits themselves. They did spend a lot of time together. They did meet all the challenges with incredible enthusiasm, and that's only done with the help of some inspirational members amongst themselves. So it's my very distinct pleasure to announce the most inspirational recruit, Kevin McDaniel.
Wow, it's different being up here in front of everybody. Good morning, everyone. Fire Recruit Kevin McDaniel. This is an amazing plaque. And first of all, I'd like to thank the chiefs of the department. Thank you for believing in me and giving me this opportunity to to serve again. I'd like to thank the cadre for all the timeless and selfless time you put into this academy I know what it takes, and you don't get paid for half your hours probably. These gentlemen and women that are part of the training staff put in so much time of their own. It takes a lot to put on an academy, I know, and I'm very appreciative for it. World-class training. I'm better for it, and I'm looking forward to getting back out there. So thank you so much for your time and everything you've done for us. This is a very humbling experience, a very humbling award term to be given. Till a couple days, or a week or so ago, I didn't really see a comment, so I guess who does, but it's an honor. To get here, one has to have discipline in every part of their life. One has to have the motivation to succeed. Everyone has to get here, to get to this position and graduate. Through a 20-week academy, you've got to be willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. You've got to be willing to sacrifice, and not just you, like stated earlier, families and friends and loved ones. You guys have sacrificed just as much, if not more sometimes, and for that we thank you. To my wife, thank you for sacrificing. It's recognized for sacrificing for me and for us. Thank you. But thank you all for sacrificing for all of my loved academy mates. You made it all possible. To get here today, you've got to be willing to, and someone who doesn't give up, ever. You get knocked down 6 times, you get up 7. And if you keep getting knocked down, you keep getting up to that last time, you're victorious. And here we are. You've got to be a person of action who leads with actions and not words. It's important. And that's why everyone here today inspires me. You guys make me proud. You've inspired me to be a better person, a better firefighter. I'm lucky to have gone through this with you guys. You picked me up when I was down. You helped me. That's why I was shocked to be, I was thinking, who am I going to vote? I didn't know who, furthest in my mind that I was that impactful. And it feels like such a blessing to have impacted that many people in such a positive way. And it's a blessing, and I feel honored. So thank you, gentlemen. But truly, I'm proud of you. I'm looking forward to working with you out there. And thank you so much for this nomination. It means the world to me. Thank you.
So we have a couple other presentations or gifts that we're going to be providing to some of our partners that help make this academy possible. First and foremost, we would like to thank Southwestern College, and as a token of our appreciation and gratitude, we'd like to present them with this plaque, honoring our collaboration to get this done. Thank you very much, Southwestern College. Chief Lorraine Hutchinson. Another agency that is a zone partner, a lot of collaboration, a lot of interaction. We work together very, very frequently. We border each other. And part of what makes this zone so well run is the ability for our agencies to work together in such a seamless fashion. And that includes our training. Thank you to San Diego Fire Department. We do have a plaque for you as well for your training and your guidance and your assistance throughout the process. We're providing you with this, this plaque. If Chief Stoll would mind coming up to receive this. He might have stepped away. We'll have it for you if he's not here.
All right, thank you. As we talked about in the very beginning, a lot of gratitude. We're here to appreciate everyone that made this happen. And so the next people that we would love to appreciate, and they are in there day in and day out, and we can ask them for anything, and they're always someone that we can rely on and has the answers for us and knows what will work because of their experience and how many years they've been a part of our training division and been volunteering with our department. And those two people that we would like to ask up to the stage is Grace Nepper, our training program specialist, and then also Karen Cook. Please come up to the stage. Thank you very much. Just a little bit about both these ladies. They're always there, being able to document what we do in our academy. Yeah, please up on the stage. Yeah, somebody else is going to take a picture of you. They're always taking pictures of our recruits and being able to document and give them pictures they're love to have for the duration of their career, be able to share with their families. They're all edited. They're able to email them out to the group of each day and each type of drill that we do. In addition to all the administrative background and work, the purchase orders, getting everything logistically that we need, and also answering any questions because Grace has been a huge part of our training division for a very, very long time. She is someone that we all constantly rely on, and the training division would not it'd come to a screeching halt without Miss Grace and Miss Karen. In addition to like what Chief Manro said, the entire training division, our academy cadre, we're only there for a short time. We're guests in the training division, and the people that run it day in and day out are Grace, Captain Davenport, Captain Millay, and Engineer Clark. And when we jump into our role as a cadre, it's smooth sailing because of that great team environment. So thank you very much to our training staff as well. We really appreciate it. Our next presentation that we would like to go ahead and take care of, actually we see one of our distinguished guests are back in the room, Chief Stoll, if you wouldn't mind coming up to the stage. Cap Margetts, we didn't time it perfectly, but we do have a plaque for you. Like Cap Margetts spoke to a little bit before, we mentioned previously in the program, is we're able to partner with San Diego Fire Department. We're able to use their amazing training facility, do search drills, and we have their instructors come down and assist us with different technical rescue classes, run calls with them day in and day out, and just a very valued zone partner, highly trained department that we're fortunate to be able to work with. So just a small token of our appreciation, Chief Stoll. We have this plaque for you. Okay, next we have the Academy 2401 plaque presentation. So Academy 2401, go ahead and bring your team up.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming for all of us and celebrating the celebration of long 20-week academy for all of us. So there's a couple gifts that we were brought upon to show you, and a gift to the academy. Each year, each academy does it. Along they get with a guide on that Cap Margetts we'll talk about later, bell, flag, and then we make our individual plaque that represents how we think as an academy deserves to show how far we've come, and a symbol of our appreciation for the training staff and all of 2401. So myself, fire recruit, now probationary firefighter Michael Viscara, I was gifted upon by these four gentlemen the academy captain. And so for those of you guys who don't know who that is, more or less is one contact point between all of the recruits, and that means 20 different opinions taken to the cadre to see more or less what we're gonna do the next day. I remember getting the call, it was from Captain Stolzoff in the afternoon. I think it was just after one of our workouts. I was like, oh, cool, Captain Stolzoff. It'd be nice if you talk to him. Maybe he's just prepping me in. then he's like, oh, hi, Mike, how you doing? I was like, sir, I'm doing great. Good to hear from you. And then he told me that the entire cadre were sitting on speakerphone. And I can't tell you how fast my heart sunk, because I knew exactly what was coming, the one thing that everyone was feared upon, to become the academy lead. And when I tell you that I was scared beyond my mind, I am not joking. But needless to say, it is an honor given to me by these gentlemen because of the fact that they trusted me, because I was previously a paramedic here, so I have shown, at least to them, that I am capable of doing the job. Whether or not I did it to their expectations, I have no idea. But needless to say, it was a blessing to be able to be a part of this academy and take my other 20 brothers along with myself to victory and to the road of a probationary firefighter in the next 30 years of our career. So this gift was given to us by 2301 as a remembrance of how far we've come. And so you see a lot of rungs that are attached to a ladder. When we first got it, nothing was there. It was just a hollow piece of wood that we were looking at, oh my God, how long are we gonna get through this 20 weeks? Needless to say, each week we put our head down, we grinded, and we put in work. As Captain Stolzoff would say, leave nothing to chance. And that's exactly what we did. We made sure we got after it, and we put in the work and time to be here in front of you guys today. So thank you to all of you. As you see, each rung represents a story from each week we've been through. And so this last rung, it was left blank on purpose because we wanted to share with all of you guys. This is our 20th week. This is our final day. And we close out the academy being a part of all of you. So we do all this for you guys, our support system, to the training staff, to the chiefs, everything. This rung is for you guys. So Esteban Hernandez, one of our hardest working guys. Let's put it up, buddy. Week 20, all of you guys. So before, thank you, Esteban. So before we present our plaque, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone else, speak about these wonderful 4 individuals. Engineer Ellises, you have a heart of gold, and I think you have helped at least me and probably a lot of the guys through this academy when we have our rough times. So thank you, sir, for being a hell of a paramedic and teaching us so much. Engineer Mason, Jesus Christ. The most fit guy you'll ever meet, and I thank everything to you for pushing me more than I ever thought I could go. All the log runs, all the workouts that we thought, how the heck are we gonna get through this? Each rep, one at a time, he's just in our ear pushing us. So thank you, Engineer Mason. Cam Margetts, at first, sir, I'm gonna be honest, I was very afraid of you. But to come along these 20 weeks, he has given me the confidence in myself to be the firefighter I am today and to continue to progress. He has a lot of knowledge that all of us are thankful for him. Cam Stolzoff, very stoic, very respectable guy. I have nothing but good words to say to you, sir. You have motivated each and every one of us to push with your knowledge, jokes, expertise, everything. We all can't thank you guys, 4 of you guys, enough for the countless hours that you put in behind the scenes to make us better. So thank you all. So, fellas, if you guys can bring the plaque. So each and every year, each academy has bestowed a plaque based on how they feel the academy went, and it's a part of the training division forever. It's a part of the Station 4 is what it'll be held at, but it's a symbol of how we made it and how future academies can continue the tradition. So. Noah, if you want to do the honor, we present to you our 2401 plaque. So with this, it has our picture, our group picture we take as all of us done with the academy. It has all of our last names to symbolize, hey, this is who we are. We came from this year, and we're proud to be this year. As in the top, you can, small writing, Captain Stolzoff always said, leave nothing to chance, and that's exactly what happened, because you want to put in the work, you want to put in the effort, you don't want to leave anything to chance, because you want to make sure you accomplished it based on your own efforts and integrity. So thank you, everybody, and thank you for being here for us.
All right, thank you. Amazing plaque. Thank you for getting that for the department. We appreciate it. Next stage of we're starting to wrap everything up in our graduation ceremony. Hopefully you had a lot of great memories that you had so far. A few other things that we need to do, though, are we have some symbols that are given to our recruits when they first start. So if you were there on the family orientation night where they are told what they have in front of them, about 20 weeks since their very first day, they're all getting together, they're all very excited, and at that moment, and during that meeting, that family orientation night, we would give them a few items. And at this point, we're going to have those items returned to us. And the first item is going to be the Academy bell. And in the fire service, you'll see the bell. It started out, back in a very, very long time ago, the inception of the fire service, and in Rome, and then also into the American fire service in the 1700s, as a way to signify if there was a fire. Also, if the firefighters were on duty, or if they were on their way to a call. So sometimes you even see the bell in front of fire engines. You can hear it as it goes down the street. And the symbol was used in our academy, and it was put up every single morning. They were in charge of it. They needed to take it home every night. They could not they had to make sure it was cleaned every night. And every day in the morning, they would put it up on the 4th floor of our tower. And they would ring that bell. Anytime we were doing towers, we did a 9/11 stair climb in memory of the 343 that were lost on 9/11. And at the end of that 37 towers, each person would ring the bell and say one of the members of FDNY, the 343 that lost their lives. And so it was just a way for us to symbolize what we're stepping into as a job and how much of a responsibility that we have, and just one way we're able to use that bell. Additionally, anytime we're running towers to become physically fit, we'd ring that bell. And like you saw in the video, the end of the academy, we also rung it. And so at this point, it's time to retire the bell until our next academy. So Academy 2401, please go ahead and bring up the bell. It's time for the bell to be retired.
So gifts and symbols, things that commemorate what goes on in the Fire Academy. The next two items that are going to be retired for the evening have two different meanings. One is the flag that's flown every day at the top of the tower, signifying that the academy is in session. Training is occurring. Your firefighters are preparing for what their job is going to entail, and our job is to make sure that they get there. So the flag was put up every single day, the same time that the bell went up. The other component that is going to be retired is the 22nd member of their academy, their guidon. That went everywhere with them. And it was also their responsibility to protect that as if it was one of their members, which it was. So the 22nd member of their academy was their guidon, and part of the job of the other people on the floor was to try and collect the guidon so that there would be some fun activities to retrieve it later on. This academy did a great job of protecting that 22nd member of their academy. The guidon was held safe, it was taken care of, day in, day out. Same as the bell, it went home with them at the end of every day, and it came back to the academy every single day. On-site, off-site, that guidon went with us everywhere as a member of the academy. Academy 2401, please retire the flag and the guidon. You'll notice that there's a stand with the guidon. Now, for these recruits to be able to do the work that was required for them, they had to be able to put it somewhere. Additionally, there was a gift given to them during their technical rescue classes, a very large shackle that was used on some of the cranes to move some very large pieces of equipment. And these recruits have made that part of the gifts that will be continued on throughout the duration of the academies moving forward. Thank you, 2401. At this time, I'd like to bring up Pastor McPeak for the benediction.
If you're unfamiliar with the tradition of a benediction, it's a blessing at the end of a gathering, at the end of a service, that as we go out into the world, that we're blessed. And I'm gonna give you two blessings today, and there's a reason. First, I have one for the Academy graduates and one for you. And the second is, you know, if you come to Eastlake Church, we want you to be like extra blessed. So you get a bonus blessing today. That's just how it works. So the first is, I want to pray a blessing over this group as you go forward. It's one of my favorite blessings. It comes out of the book of Numbers. You're probably familiar with it. But this blessing for you, graduates, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. And to all of us, as we go forward today, I'm going to share another one of my favorite blessings, which is a traditional Irish blessing. First, because it's a great blessing, and secondly, because I'm Irish. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Would you pray with me? Lord, bless and protect these graduates as they step into the next chapter of service. Keep them safe, give them wisdom, and guide their every step. God bless these graduates. God bless the Chula Vista Fire Department. And God bless all those who put themselves in harm's way to serve others and to serve us. In your mighty name we pray, amen.
Thank you, Pastor McPeak, and thank you, Eastlake Church. We're very fortunate to be able to have our graduation here. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, Dr. Scott, for being here as well, being our keynote speaker. Thank you to all the staff in the back, Eastlake Church, for everything you do to make this event run smoothly. We reached the end of our graduation ceremony, and we really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to be here and share this moment with your recruits and with us. We welcome you to the Chula Vista Fire Department family. We look forward to getting to know all of you on an even closer basis throughout the duration of your family member's 30-year or plus career. And we really thank you for taking the time to be here. At this point, I'll go ahead and have, one more thing. So I'm gonna bring up Captain Margetts in just a moment to dismiss 2401 recruits. After the graduation is done and they've been dismissed, we will get the group together so we can have some photos as a group and with the chief staff. And then after that point, you'll be able to see your family members and spend some time with them. So just want to make sure that everyone's on the same page with that. So Captain Margetts, go ahead.
Thank you, Captain Stolzoff. I just have a couple of questions for the recruits. Who are we? 2401! One team! One mission! Who's this for? With that, 2401, you are dismissed.